Some changes will be coming to the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act before the end of 2021. Some enhancements called Regulation F changes. We're going to talk about that in a separate video. We wanted to spend a couple minutes just reminding ourselves what the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act even does in the first place, mostly for consumers. It's a set of laws that actually establishes certain requirements and restrictions on debt collectors. Dates back to 1977 with the understanding that there was abusive, deceptive, and unfair debt collection practices happening by many debt collectors. Legislators at the time acknowledged that they thought this contributed to a number of personal bankruptcies, marital instability, the loss of a job, and certainly the invasion of individual privacy. So the act was created and it governs debts owned by individuals, not debts owned by businesses. In most cases, the act does not apply to collection attempts by the actual owner of the debt, like a hospital billing department, but that might actually not be the case if that debt is bought by one of those debt buying agencies. Now, some of the provisions inside the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, it includes restrictions on who and when collectors talk to about your debt. They have restrictions on how collectors can even try to collect your debt. They can't harass or threaten you, and they can't use deceptive or fraudulent or unfair practices when they try to collect. There is a requirement of a validation notice, your right to have the debt verified and put on hold while that is happening. Now, there are some remedies included, some protections for consumers. First of all, you can dispute the debt. And the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau actually has an online site that walks you through just how to do that. The Fair Debt Collection Practices Act also allows consumers to sue collectors if they have violated the act in their attempt to collect their debt. And folks should speak with an attorney before you start any legal action, especially under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. In the description below, we've got a lot of resources for you about fair debt collection practices. First of all is our own Fighting Forward guide, and we include sample letters on how to ask that a debt be verified or how to tell a debt collector to stop harassing you. We also share that Consumer Financial Protection Bureau website that we mentioned above.